Welcome to NGMA. This is a collaborative event with National Gallery of Modern Art and Mahua Art Foundation.
Good evening, all of you. A very warm welcome to this event of Mahua Foundation. It's a privilege to have Seema over here. Seema is a very celebrated visual artist and a very dear friend of mine. So when I heard that she has done an act together, which is really crossing the boundaries of visual art and going into a performative act, we decided to sponsor her from the foundation. And today it's a very happy occasion. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Before I end, I would like to thank NGMA.
I Am is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted art form that brings together Seema Kohli's art and her poetry with dance and music. A self-trained artist, Seema Kohli's exhaustive practice that spans over 3 decades embraces a variety of mediums, including paintings, sculpture, installation, and films. Her work is primarily a celebration of the female form and energy, the source of the twin forces of creation and destruction. Seema has held over 20 solo shows nationally and internationally. She is the recipient of the Gold Award for her video, Swayam Sita, Myth, Mind and Movement, at the Florence Biennale. She is a recipient of the Young FICCI Ladies Organization Women Achievers Award in 2010, besides many others. She lives and works in Delhi. I'd like to introduce the Stance Dance Studio. It's a Delhi-based dance company founded in 2011 by active dance practitioners Himani Khurana and Sushant Unmat. The company's work is characterized by an eclectic, multi-genre repertoire that is in touch with contemporary and urban culture. The company's unique and creative works scale a broad range of styles, from challenging social issues to creating imaginative plots with classical and contemporary dance techniques. They have worked closely with Seema to produce the movements for this piece. SAHIL VASUDEVA is a composer and producer with training in Western classical piano. He composes for mediums such as independent film, TV commercials, video and art installation, corporate films and live performance, in addition to his independent work as a composer. He's currently working on releasing his EP as an independent artist. The piece that will be performed tonight was composed for Seema Kohli's performance of I Am. Mr. SAKTHIDOSS, photographer, cinematographer and film editor, is an alumni of the Film and Editing Institute of Tamil Nadu. He has had 8 years' experience as a cameraman in Lok Sabha television. He has done cinematography for the documentary In Search of Destiny, 2 short docus for an NGO, among others. He has also been the editor for Seema Kohli's film, It Was a Summer Afternoon. I welcome you all.
Reds of the mornings, blacks of the nights, yearnings of the past and the freshness of present, all caught up in an amalgamation of 5 elements. Under the spell of Maya, engulfing, floundering, celebrating it, enchanting me, seducing me into her world of magic. Walking through this inexplicable experience, influencing me to open my thoughts to greater heights, stringing me into watching the flight of limitless dreams, into the discipline of happening, making my path my destination. I am Seema Kohli. I stand before you to to tell you about my work and myself. I will not tell you what I paint and how I paint, but I will share my world with you because my story is your story. I am naive woman, South Asian, Indian, middle class, mother and a daughter, anglicized, spiritual, an artist, feminine, feminist, labels all and I reject labels. Why should I confine to labels? Why should I conform to labels? I stand here before you representing myself, a sum of many parts, but not a part of any sum. A painter, yes. A painter of women concern, yes. I began to paint furiously, fast and often. It was my way of expressing myself. I painted on myself, my clothes, the walls. I painted Rabia, Shams Tabriz, Bule Shah, Shiva, Kali, Christ and Krishna with gopis. I painted till I was in a trance. I made my own mythology and I began to tell stories, my own stories. I wanted to be in charge of my life. I wanted to escape, to seek refuge in faith. But instead, I married my childhood friend who let me be, reassured me I could continue on my path. Experimentation with faith, he was my companion, my friend. Merely days, months later, I knew marriage was not for me. It made me conform. I became subservient. I felt cheated and hurt. I vented my hurt in my paintings. My studio was my dining table with colors like fireflies in the midnight silence. They flowed like lava under the sheet of sparkling stars and the silence of night. I saw myself pondering over my thoughts that had the intensity of form, pouring easily as paintings. They were the woven threads of joy, ecstasy, and pain. Every feeling, every smell, every visual being an integral part of my subconsciousness. My mind being the canvas of my introspection. The thoughts always random, static, but with a continuation, a contradiction. I did know that I was not a part of the accepted system or a routine, but outside the order of the things. I wanted to do things my own way. I wanted to make and follow my own path. I was told I must be like water in the stream that goes with the flow. I wanted to be the stone in the stream that breaks the flow. I wanted to draw fish without fins. I wanted to draw trees where roots were as strong and as important as branches. I wanted to draw small birds with large wings. You were wrong. I was told again and again. Why did I, who drew fish without fins and trees with roots like branches, have to prove myself to anyone at all? Why couldn't I be just me? There was no place I could call my own base. I had to struggle to observe the flow and not cause ripples. But I refused to go with the flow. While my life crumbled, I was watching, learning, experimenting, and experiencing. But I taught myself, I focused, I smiled till my face paled, and I dreamed, and I dreamed, I dreamed. I lived my dreams. I made my castles in the air. I painted my dreams. To dream was to desire. Now, from ashes to womb and to dust. Once upon a time, long while ago, there was a womb, a golden womb, Hiranyagarbha. From the Hiranyagarbha emerged the sun, the moon, the planets and the stars, and a conscious universe was born. The golden womb, from it emerged the 5 elements: air, water, fire, earth and ether, a universe that was neither male nor female. But as it took a form, it led to the birth of Maya, illusion. That which we believe, that which we make tangible, but that which is not. Prakriti then, nature, nurturing, hence feminine. Creation, procreation. A feminine percept, a constant state of evolution, of birth and rebirth, of creation and destruction and creation again. I celebrate that aspect of creation, of nurturing, of faith, of belief. The golden womb with its umbilical cord, the lotus stem, its creation in muddied waters, resulting in flowering of a world and a state of enlightenment. A chain that carries on regardless of worlds that come and go, men and women who pass by, a world that I observe, then paint. I am woman, indestructible. How I laughed at them when I put myself at the center of my own paintings then. Right there, unmissable, a woman holding up the universe. But a woman can never cheat. I put the woman and the man both at the center of the universe. It was this completion of the cosmos that fascinated me. Why should one be without another? For is not procreation the seed of all cosmic energy? Was I being self-indulgent at this? No, I believed in the balancing of universe, whether myth or reality. My woman is not a creature of voluptuousness, a fantasy for male gaze. She's complete, whole, composite. She's also a sum, a part, incomplete, great but not greater than the universe. She's a creature of myths, metaphors, and autobiography. Part me, part another woman, part real, part mythical, part mortal, part immortal, part temporal, part celestial. Another story. My tree of life and universe contained masculine and feminine, 2 flip sides of the same coin, not one without another. Molten lava and cooling waters, hard earth and sheltering skies, seasons of change and bountiful nature, rising from the deepest earth, cursing with the sap of life, flowering to the touch of tenderness. From ancient times, ancient lands and ancient tales, a universe in itself, a world. As is nature, so are men and women. I eye this world, I paid homage. I painted story, I am the tree. I hold the universe in the spread of my arms. I manifest it. Paint, brush, paper, canvas, paintings, stone, metal, shape, form, sculptures, ideas, essence, questions, materiality, conceptual arts, movement, image, expression, thought, films, I'm all these. I am me. I'm a woman. You're a man. I'm fiction. I hope you're a fact. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
To make that happen.
We have heard the other
अरे they have only given you 500 बात है यार क्या बोल
I know, even I said, I haven't seen Seema, but I'm supposed to welcome her, so I said, Seema, welcome. I heard you.